I play the Grandmaster. Yes, I'm the head of Sakaar, and it's colorful. And even though I've lived since shortly after the Big Bang, 14 million years old.
Don't mind me.
I think coming into here.
Okay, 50-50, and is that it, or not? Like this?
Yeah.
The only thing I like to do is to play games, really. And I've gladiator. When we meet me, I'm in the middle of my gladiatorial games. Young Thor. So fear not, I can't be killed. Just like my brother Benicio del Toro, the collector. And there it is. And that's in the middle of this whole other story, the Thor.
Two, one, go!
I think the objective from, even years before we'd written the script was to change this film up in some way. I think it all started to feel a little bit familiar and predictable.
Maybe when you come along here, not high, but sort of like low,
Yeah.
then you just go, cool.
Damn, okay, cool.
Go!
He agreed and, was incredibly receptive. And then we had Taika come on board who had the same attitude. And so, yeah, it was about changing the aesthetic look, the hair, the hammer, the costume, everything, the world. And so it felt like kind of a clean slate, and starting again and playing a new character in a way, which was hugely freeing and invigorating. I think there's a vulnerability to him, and then accessibility to him that wasn't there prior. I think the first time I played the character was about making him, playing a god. But the problem is with that is that then it's good for one film, but then after that you sort of hit a ceiling and you have nowhere to go. He has the same problems that we all have. He has the same insecurities that we all might have, or the same sort of concerns or fears or whatever. And so this film was about kind of stripping that back and having a greater access to that vulnerability and relatability about he's one of us. And then so we sort of did away with any exterior sort of confidence, and he was almost on the back foot a lot of the time, which is a lot more fun to play.
My vision originally was just make Thor the coolest character and make him the most entertaining character. Otherwise, don't call the film Thor. And we wanted, and Chris had already said this to everyone as well. He's like, I want to do something where I'm not doing the same thing, I'm not treading water again and again. I want to change the character up and make him more fun and just have an adventure. And so, and Marvel are very responsive to when people want to do that stuff. So I went in and my vision was just that, make it fun and colourful. And look, that poster, it's like, it's got to be like that. It's got to be like the comic books that I grew up with, where it was like